Hello everyone, this is the Nosy Gamer, and this is day 12 of the adventures of Krasiva Pesen, who is my alpha character I created 12 days ago. And so far I've had her run through the new player experience, the career agents. I've done one session of level 3 courier, of level 3 distribution missions, an hour of level 1 security missions. Now it's time to do something I think is a little bit more fun, and that is doing some exploration. The exploration I'm going to do in a probe that I fitted up. The probe has got some pretty basic stuff. It's got the core probe launcher and the 8 probes that I received during doing the career agents, the exploration agent. That's also where I got the probe. I went out and I bought a data analyzer, a relic analyzer. This afterburner I picked up as a drop from a NPC during one of the career missions. I've got a small compact shield extender. I got a coprocessor for some additional CPU, and I've got some nanofibers and internal stabilizers for additional speed and agility. This afterburner probably should be a micro warp drive. But the thing is, like, it's kind of hard to fit the micro warp drive if you're using an expanded launcher. But I'm going to be using the core probe launcher, so I probably could fit one, but I haven't. So with that quick introduction, let's go ahead, undock, and see what I can find. Okay, so once you undock, you should always get your scanners out. Open up the probe scanner, and as of right now, it goes out, it analyzes, and there is nothing in the system. So that means I need to go to a different system. So let's go to, if I remember the way this system goes, I'm going to go to
warp drive active.
Hattrick. Now this is... Now I may not find anything. The reason I may not find anything is, quite frankly, it's Saturday and people are out already. I probably would have had better luck if I had done this maybe yesterday. In fact, I think during this session we showed it. Okay, so I'm in this system and I've got 3 cosmic signatures. So right now I'm just like filtering for this. Let's see, structures from ships. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. So there's 3 cosmic signatures. So what I don't want to like do this. Let's see, I don't have any. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to a planet. Let's warp to the farthest planet. And so I'm going to warp there. I'm going to warp there to within 100.
Warp drive
And
active.
I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go warp out that way, and then I'm going to make a bookmark. So I'm going to make the bookmark halfway out there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double back as soon as I get out of warp, and I'm going to warp back to the bookmark.
Warp drive active.
Now I may wind up going back there because that was a long ways away from any gate. But even here, see, okay, so I got my bookmark that I made, and my bookmark is, so when you go is, okay, so let's go to the pod saver. And so basically you want to be, if you're making a bookmark, you actually want to be 14.4 AU away from all the celestials, because that's where, because the range of your directional scanner is 14.4. So I've created my bookmark, and it looks like it's a good safe spot. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to edit my location, and I'm going to say safe spot, and I'm going to say okay. It's called HOTRARDIK. And I'm gonna call it 1. So this is a good safe spot. It's away from everything. So I can come here. Now that I've got my safe spot, now I'm going to go away from it. I'm gonna fly away, and then I need to launch my my probes. So then, okay, so I've gotten that. I'm gonna hit the afterburner, so I'm away from my so I get away quite a bit from there. So I'm gonna go do that. So it's gonna be going. It's gonna make it harder to probe. I know people are gonna say, "Wait a minute, Nosy, you are in high sec. You don't need to do this." But this is good practice. And you need to, if you're gonna be practicing stuff, if you're gonna go into low sec, you need to practice like you're going into low sec, you're going into null sec, you're going into a wormhole. So just keep up the practice. Now, the next thing that you do is you come over here. You can launch. You got a couple ways to launch it. I don't want to launch spread. I want to launch pinpoint, because I'm not looking for the presence of a ship. I'm just looking for this. So I've done that. So I've launched my probes, right? And so next, I'm going to open up the solar system map. So we have this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to 16. Just because I'm not sure exactly how well I can scan with this. So I'm not even. So at this point, right? Let's just pick one. Let's pick this guy. So what you want to do is, this is kind of the center, but you want to make sure that all of your bubbles, all of your scan, each bubble is the radius that your scan probes can cover. You want to try to have all of them overlap so you have the most sensor strength coming onto your point. So once you do that, hit analyze. Okay, here you can see the probes are traveling to the points. And then this little graphic here is now showing the analyzing. And so I said BDO, and BDO is, I got within 11.5 at 16. So I'm going to try, and it's not a sphere anymore, it's a point, right? So that's good. So I'm coming down to a point. And so I'm going to take this down from 16 to 4. Because I don't have really great skills. If I had my normal skills, I might have taken it down to 2. Might. Then again, I might have started at 8. So I've basically the little thing here with the little box and the arrows pointing out. That's basically how you guide your drones or your probes in formation. And right, so you can just move them all at once. And so it looks like I've got it there. The little box is covering the thing, is covering the point. So that's a good sign. And let's go like this. And so let's hit analyze. I wish that the probe thing still had seconds, because it was like a way to time yourself and compete against yourself, how fast you can get this done. Alright, so the second one, I went from 11.5 to 20.5 signal, right? And wow, look at that. It now is up here. So we come here. And we come here. Okay, so that's that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. Okay. And then I'm going to focus it here. Okay, so it's focused again. I'm going to hit analyze. And look at that. So on my third one, I got a 100% hit, but it's a wormhole. But that's okay, because wormholes are cool. It's just that I'm not going to dive into a wormhole yet. That's not part of the purpose of the stream, of what I want to do. I haven't built up enough of a financial cushion to go in there, because you need to be able to you can't, fly what you because the rule is fly only what you can afford to lose. Corollary, Nosy's corollary is only fly where you can afford to lose stuff. So I can afford to lose a probe. I can afford to fly it in high sec because the probability of losing a probe is null, or is very low. You know what? I've got this or this. Let's go with this. Now I've got a point, right? So I'm got it at 8. Yeah, so I'm flying this probe in high sec. It's very low chances of losing my ship. Going into a wormhole, the odds get a lot higher. And so, okay, I've done that. This time I'm doing it at 8 instead of 16. Alright, so it was this here. Right? Okay, so it's this here. So now I'm at 10.6. And let's bring it down to 2. Look like it's in the box. It looks like it's in the box. Let's hit analyze. A data site. Ooh, look at this. Something to hack. Yeah, baby. All right. So we've done this. So I've got that. Down a little bit more. Come down to here. Looks like it's centered. Hit analyze. I have now found a local Angel data processing site. Ooh, okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to save the location, right? So I'm going to save it. I'm just going to say, Yeah, I'm gonna like leave it there. And I'm gonna hit submit. Now, because I'm all excited and stuff, because this is the first data site I've gotten on this character. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, and I managed to do that in about 5 to 6 minutes. I scanned down 2. I'm gonna like recover my drones, right? I don't need to try to scare people away from this because it's high sec. Nobody's gonna be scared. So I'm going to hit the warp 2 button on the thing, and it's gonna say that.
Warp drive active.
And I need to use my data. Oh yeah. Also, I need to like go like this. Oh my gosh, there's 2 Astor houses in the system. I'll be damned. That's pretty cool. 54% refinery, 1.9% tax. I might have to like look that up. Okay, so we're in the situation. So there are 3 cans. Usually there's 6 cans. So I think somebody's like come around. Let's see if there's anybody in the system with me. Nope. All right. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to travel towards there. Right. Let's lock it up. Now the range on this. See, isn't that cool? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to orbit at 1,000. And so I'm going to orbit at 1,000 so that way when I unlock it I can scoop it. And I'm just going to now hit the data analyzer and we have to play the minigame. So, first things first. So I know that the next thing is within 2, so it could be there. Alright, let's go here. Okay, this thing helps repair myself. So if I take damage here with the virus coherence, then I can repair that. And so then I'm going to click here. 3, 2. Okay. There's something here. Oh, there it is. That's the place I need to be. And so I do 25 and I take some damage. And hack is successful. And look at this. Ooh, I got me a data core. It's worth 300,000. Yeah, baby. Okay, so that's the first one, right? So I'm going to unlock that, right? And then I'm going to come to this one here. And so my next step is to come here, and I'm going to do the micro warp drive. And oh, look at this. While I've been in here, we've got a new signature. We got a combat site showed up. So these sites are not just showing up at downtime; they're actually showing up. And we're going to do that at 1,000. And so, okay, so I've got that. So we're going to take the data analyzer, and we're going to say 3. Okay, so wrong way. 2. Oops. Okay, so this is not good. And it did damage to me. Okay, so within 1. So let's go 1. There's something there, and that will repair me. So I'm gonna hit the repair, and let's go here. 3. 2. 1. I don't want to do this because I don't know what it is, and that could be bad. So let's come here. 2. 1. And look at that. There we go. And that's how you play the game. And then you hit the open cargo. And oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Estimated at 528. Woohoo! And I've got one more to do. So let's fly over. Okay, so let's unlock this, right? And then we're going to come here, and we're going to orbit this at 1,000. And we're going to lock it up, right? And while we're at it, let me just reload that so that I can keep on going, because there's one more that I haven't done yet. Okay, so I know I'm automatically... Okay, so I'm within range, so I can go ahead and do this. Oops, wrong one. Data analyzer. So that's 3, 2, 2, 1. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Heal. Cool. All right. So we got this. All right. 1. I want to use one of these now. 3, 3. All right. Use the heal thing. 5. All right. Is it here? There it is. And we open this up. Sleeper Micro. Not sure. I think that actually... well, whatever it is. Right here. And this is stuff, right? So right here, right? I've got like stuff. And... okay, now that I've hacked everything, the signature goes away. But right now, I just ran this one site. I got 885,000. Let's go ahead and unlock that. So the next thing I want to do is I'm gonna go back to my safe spot. I'm gonna like do it within 70 though.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm just gonna like dive down. Okay, I'm gonna dive down. I'm going to launch pinpoint, right? And then I'm going to find UIF 768, right? So UIF 768. So I'm gonna like extend this out to. I didn't want to do 32. I wanted to do 16. So we have 16, and I bet somebody comes along and tells me that, yeah, if you leave your probes out, then any results that you found will stay, and then therefore that's why you leave your probes out. But what the heck, let's just do this. So I'm at 16 AU again. Okay, so I have that. I'm at 11, right? So I'm going to move this a little bit. Any bets this is a wormhole? Like that. We're gonna go like this. Let's take a look. Looks good. And sure enough, it's a wormhole. Now, because it's a wormhole, I don't have to continue scanning. I don't have to scan it all the way down, because I'm not going to go through the wormhole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recover my drones. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to go to the next system. And the next system happens to be... oh, let's go ahead and reload. And the next system, let's make... Kavik.
Warp drive active.
But that was pretty cool. Okay, so for my first data site, I got 885,000. Let me tell you something right now. 885,000, not that great. You know, if if you're like used to low sec and stuff, that's not that great. Also, it's a data site, not a relic site. Relic sites pay off better, but still, for that much work, 885,000, doing pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that this is a. We're gonna go to a planet. Let's go to the farthest planet. Let's work within 100.
Warp drive active.
Control B. Okay, so it's within 31. So. Okay, so I made it drop there. Once again, this is actually pretty far out. Let's go back to the safe spot.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, now this spot out here is actually good because the thing is, it's, passing traffic is not going to see you. Because I mean, if all else fails, you want to be away from the sun and away from the travel gates. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to say pod saver. And as you can see, there's only one planet, and that's the last planet that is within scan range. You know what? And that's where I was thinking about having the thing anyway. So guess what? This is a good safe spot. So I'm going to use this as a safe spot. I'm going to come here. I'm going to edit my location. I'm going to call this safe spot. One of these days I'll come up with better designations. I'll have to find a guide or something. But anyway, so there's that. So I've got that. I'm going to try to find that one right there. Let's do this. Launch the pinpoint. I'm going to, let's go down. And we're going to hit that. And we're going to try to make it hard, we're going to try to make it hard for anybody to probe me down. Because that's just what you do in low-sec. You don't want to, in low-sec, hopefully you are cloaked. You're in a CovOps ship and you're cloaked. But if you're not, being on the run, being on the move, helps. So we're going to come back to here. And we want to be here. So we're going to come here. We're going to come up here. This is at 4, 8, I'll call it 16. And that looks close enough. Let's hit analyze. Here we go. Let's see what this is. This is still a constant signature at 9.5. Now usually I've been doing this and getting, wormholes were like at 10 or 11%. This is a little bit more difficult, so this might actually be something that I can hack. Okay, so we got that. We got that. We're going to come down to here. We're going to come down to 4. And we're going to analyze. Now, so far, this whole setup this is my second scan, and I've done it within 2 minutes. I'm going to hopefully wormhole. So I'm not interested in wormholes. So I'm just going to go ahead, recover these, go like this, and let's go to the next one. I kind of wish I would have had the had a map open. Let's do a map. Dotland works really well for this type of thing. Let's just open up the map. Map. Okay, so I've been to there. Let's go to. I haven't been there yet, so let's go there.
Warp drive active.
Gosh darn it, I left the... And let's go ahead, reload. Been now doing this. Okay, so this is what? The third system I've hit. I've only basically found one. Okay, this would be a good place to mine. Ridden over, because this Kernite and Ober and Umber would be something good to mine. But we also have two, so let's come here. Let's go to the planet. Let's go to the farthest planet. So we're within 100.
Warp drive active.
Within 29. So we're gonna wait till it gets to about there. Yeah, see, this one isn't like the greatest spot because, you know, we're within that close of a Stargate. So, but I'm gonna go back.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be the greatest bookmark that I've ever made. So basically, I'm just going to edit this, and I'm going to say, safe spot. Let's go to Pod Saver. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let's go up a little bit. Let's go ahead, launch the drones in a pinpoint formation, open up the map. And so I've got two places. I got that one or that one. Let's go with, I got the feeling that this one's going to be a wormhole. So let's just do this. Okay, we're at 16. This is like really looking like a wormhole. And we're going to analyze this. Should have gone for the bigger one, because the bigger one's probably a good site. Okay, we're down to there. So we're there. And we're going to shrink it down to 4. And we're going to hit analyze. That's wormhole. It's like really bad that I know that that was a wormhole before I even started. I think I've been playing this game too long. Now, because I know it's a wormhole, I'm not interested in wormholes, so I'm going to come over to here. I'm going to shrink that down to 16. I'm doing all of this with just a mouse. I'm not even. So I'm trying to like get this thing centered properly. And oops. That's probably good enough. Oh, that's not good enough because oh, okay, so we've done that. All right, this is looking pretty good. So let's just shrink it. Move it up just a little bit. Move to the left just a little bit. Hit analyze. Wormhole, so I can ignore that. So recover the active drones. Okay, so that's written over. Let's come back to here. Let's reload. Travel. Okay, I've gone a Tundra, I think. Let's go to Nosy. Haven't been there.
Drive active.
Do this. Jeez. Yeah, it's like you cannot take the focus off. Yeah, I really am not liking XSplit because if I want to tab over to Dotland to look at the map, it will not let me. There's no way to extend the period of the be right back. So we've got 2 signatures. We got lots of combat sites, and we got 2 signatures. So let's go ahead and do the signatures. In this case, I'm just going to go to the farthest.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, apparently there's like nothing here, so I'm going to go to planet 5.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so we're going to see how good of a spot I picked. I think I picked like a really good spot. Okay, so I'm going to come back to there.
Warp drive active.
And as a safe spot, this is a really good safe spot. So we're going to edit this. We're going to say edit location, safe spot. Okay, so we've got this. We're now going to come up here. Let's go ahead, let's launch that, open up the window. We've got two. We've got one here and one here. And we're gonna come, oops. So we got that one there and this one here. Well, I got the feeling that both of them are wormholes. Or maybe they're not. Let's come to here. And we're going to hit analyze. .2, guess what? This is probably going to be a wormhole, but that's okay. Need the practice. Combat site. Ooh. I wonder what kind of combat site that is. Let's do this. You know what? I'm not going to run it, but it would just be... I'm just interested to see which combat site this is. Now, part of the problem with it being such a big system is that it's not letting me do the turn. See? It's important to do the turn to make sure. I just want to see what the combat site is. I'm kind of like going away from the ISK per hour. Desolate sites. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna like bookmark this. Save location. And I'm going to say ENGOSI. Desolate site, and I'm going to put today's date. It's 2016 11/26. Okay, and then what I can do is I can come places, and so I got personal locations, and see I've got this, and it tells me desolate site, and it tells me the date that I saw it. This is actually a common way of marking things, or at least that's what I learned. So, and then it tells me where it is and everything, right? So, what I'm thinking about doing is after the stream, going back, looking it up, and then seeing what else. But I've got the site bookmarked, so I don't have to scan it down again. All right, so we're gonna come like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to move this to here, move this to here. I'm at 16 AU. Okay, so I've got this, I've got this. I'm going to hit analyze. Cosmic signature. Hey, that's 7.4. This is more promising. So we have that. I'm gonna move this down to 4 and hit analyze. It's a wormhole. Oh well. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead. You're going to see the be right back message. I'm going to Google what a desolate site is. Okay, it should be coming back up. So what I'm going to do is and Nosy, right? Okay, so basically I've done all that. What I'm going to do now is, okay, so I'm going to come back to this desolate site. According to the both the Eve Survival and the Eve University Wiki, the worst things in there are destroyers. So it may be a site that I can do. So what I'm in my Rifter. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I've recalled my drones. Let's do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say. I'm gonna search that. And okay, so basically we have this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run the combat site that I found.
Warp drive active.
And so according to what I saw, it could be worth 2 million ISK. So let's see if I can actually run this site. And let's do the station, and I'm in the bottom station, so let's dock there.
Warp drive active.
Now, I may not have the right ammunition, though. That's the problem. We'll go in with fusion. Well, I'll carry both types that I have. I may need something called phased plasma to actually do the best.
Requested.
But we'll find out.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to take what's here, right? Ooh, that was so nice, though. I did get one site there, so, okay, stack all. So then I'm going to swap ships. I'm going to come back to my Rifter. I should, like, let's rename this thing. Change the name to, let's call it, Rifter, let's just call it Tugboat. Why, I don't know, but, okay, so so we've made that. Let's take a look and see what's in there. Okay, let's get rid of that stuff. Oh, why did I put it in the probe? I didn't need to put it in the probe. I need to put it here. So right now I've got, it looks like I got a bunch of stuff here. Looks like I got a bunch of good stuff there. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to start with, let's start with EMP. Stack all. Okay, so let's just put 3,000 there. And do I have, yeah, so basically let's just do this. We're going to start off with EMP, see if that doesn't work well, we're going to go fusion. So yeah, so let's do this. Okay, I need to come back to Nosy.
Warp drive active.
I might be going after destroyers, and destroyers may eat me up. So I may be warping out really fast. But no guts, no glory. Let's see, my wallet's at 3.4. Okay, so there's this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to minimize this. Right? I'm going to go ahead, hit here. I'm going to warp. I probably shouldn't warp to 0, but I'm autocannon fit. I don't have the longest range anyway. I may be wishing that I was fitting a rocket launcher, but we'll find out. Oh, good. So there's a acceleration gate. So we're gonna come to the acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
And it's gonna pop me into something, and hopefully it's not something that's gonna destroy me immediately. At this point, I have got guys there. Oh, jeez, I really hate this. Okay, we're gonna circle this guy first. We're gonna try to get the drones. I can't see the flipping distance. Turn that on. Okay, let's do that, see what happens with this. Alright, I one-shotted it. Okay. Let's see if this can continue. Let's do this. see what happens when I do that. Okay, EMP's working. Okay, so far the tanking's working okay. Alright, so let's go for this guy next. Alright, so let's see if we can play... Okay, I think I'm orbiting this guy here, right? I think I'm orbiting this guy. So if I'm orbiting that guy, let's see if I can do the anchor trick. And anchor and orbit 1 and... Maybe I just want to take this guy out and stop the fancy flying. Alright, orbit. Hit. Orbit. They're hitting me kind of hard, but that's okay. Oops, orbit. Not hitting this guy. Okay, so... Oh, okay, let's, like, take out the... This is not gonna go well. I got the feeling this is not gonna go well. Are gonna try to take out the DPS though. Okay, took out that guy. If I can take this guy out, I'm warping off.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty.
Whew. Okay, so I got out of there. So, okay, so basically if I come here, there's no stations here. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to if there was a station here. Okay, if there was a station, what I could do is I could like just duck into the station and immediately start again. But I can't do that, so there's no stations in here. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to warp back to there. Now my capacitor fills right back up really fast. That's a good thing. So I can like go off, heal myself, and then come back. So this is something that you can do when outnumbered. You can. There's no reason to not run away. Seriously, folks. It also helps that you don't walk right into the middle of them again.
Warp drive active.
So let's go back into here. And here we go again. And so let's see about taking out the small fry first. Oh jeez. They re-fucking spawned. This guy here is going to get... Yeah, I'm just going to get out of here because there's no fucking way I can take these guys.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, these guys just tore me up. So, okay, so that site's a little too tough for me. Let's see. It's the 26th. It'll be interesting to see just how much you know what? So basically, I may have made $1 million. Probably even less than that. It also could be that I just need to I mean, I could try doing Angel Hideaway to try to see what one of these combat sites is like really fast. Or I could save that for tomorrow. Let's save that for tomorrow. So what I'm going to do now, I've been streaming for about an hour. And so I'm going to like dock it up. It was not the most successful play. I didn't make that much. I did get a lot of practice in, though. I did get a lot of practice in for exploring, which will help. But yeah, I didn't like really do that well. So we're gonna come into here. We're gonna jump it through here. Yeah, I need a better tank. I need better everything, really.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, the whole thing where where they respawned to full strength, that killed me. I was not expecting that. If I would have been like really thinking, if I would in that situation, the next thing I should have done is, instead of warping off, I should have hit the afterburner and just gone straight away and try to get out of the range, and then snipe at them from the edges, and try to outmaneuver them instead of just warping off and then warping back in. You'll learn something new every day. Usually, I'm not in a rifter. I'm in something a lot better, with a lot better skills and a lot better weapons. And yeah, so basically skills matter. You have to be you have to fly a little bit smarter than if you've just got the equipment and can just blow through the contents. I should have hit the afterburners, and I should have just been hitting the afterburners and going off and trying to hit them, hit and run without warping off. That's the mistake I made. But you live and learn. So I'm sorry for the person that just joined, but I'm going to go ahead and log off for the day. It was not that successful of a day. Let's see, did the wall come up? Nope. So yeah, so 885,000 in data container loot, and maybe 15,000 in bounties for trying to run that site. But that's all there was. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop streaming, and everybody that watches this, and the one person watching, good night and fly clever.